We already talked about the foundation stone, and that man is actually touching it. This is the first rock ever, right here.
Okay, this is outside.
And so many things happen on top of it. For example, Adam and Eve, when they were kicked out from Eden, they went straight down to here. And Abraham, my father, almost sacrificed from me Isaac on top of that stone. This is Mount Moriah, but an angel came and stopped him from doing it. Then the house of God was built on top of it. Then the Holy of the Holy for the Jews is not the Western Wall. It's that stone. But that stone now belongs to the Muslims. According to Islam, Muhammad ascended into heaven from here. But let's go to that model. You can see here two things. First of all, you can see the Western Wall, which is bigger. Northern Wall, Eastern Wall, and Southern Wall. Bless, you took a video of the Southern Wall yesterday. And according to Islam, Muhammad reached Al-Aqsa, went to the foundation stone, ascended into heaven, and met God himself, who gave you the 5 prayers of a day. Then in that case, it's the third important place for the Muslims, as you mentioned. For the Jews, it's the site of the temple. And you can see here the temple, which was between 2 to 3 times higher and bigger than the Dome of the Rock. A lot of Jews are not allowed to visit it because for them it might be a sin, because they are not sure exactly where is the temple, and the Holy of the Holy, which is right there, only the high priest could enter once a year. According to the map, you can see the Dome of the Rock, and you can see the site of the temple. And now when we know it, let's visit our place. On the way, you will see the Western Wall, but this time from above. Then, just for the information, this is Bless.
Hi guys.
And this is Ron. Ron is celebrating his birthday now, and both of them are celebrating 19 years as a very happy couple.
19, not 90.
Yes, 19 years. Then they are my family of today.
Thank you. You're gonna be famous in your video.
You're gonna be famous in my video. And if I'm talking about my video, you asked me to see that my ugly. Here I am.
He's the best, by the way.
Wait,
He's the best.
It's only the beginning of the tour. All right, you can see the Western Wall, which is only a supporting wall that King Herod built to create that plaza. And now the Jews are praying here because it's the closest place to the Holy of the Holy. And you can see from here the Holy of the Holy. Can you see the Dome of the Rock?
Yes.
Top of it, the Golden Dome? That is the Holy of the Holy for the Jews. And this is the closest place for it. And it's the biggest synagogue ever. Look at Bless. Bless, you're so tall. It's the biggest synagogue ever. And in Jewish synagogues, a lot of them, not all of them, we are divided men and women. Then you can see here the men department and the women department. Tomorrow, Ron and Bless will be here because they want to enjoy the environment of the Bar Mitzvah ceremonies, which is beautiful.
I'm also a photo journalist, so I want to document that.
Of course,
Yeah,
and you will have million good, beautiful pictures. There are
Are we
two.
going back here later?
No,
or
no,
Okay,
no.
Maybe
The-
I'll take a picture.
The baby is better. But take a picture. Now you will see 2 policemen. The first one will be the Israeli policeman, and some of them are Arabs. Oh, look at the birds. Some of them are Arabs. And then we will see the Muslim police, and they might look at you, Bless, and say, you must wear something else, and they will bring you something to wear. Ron,
I brought my long lens too.
no. Take your time.
Is that
You
okay?
must understand. Yeah, you must understand that I never go back in the same because it's boring.
Yeah.
Then if you need to take pictures,
Yeah.
stop me.
If you don't mind. Yeah.
And if not, I will push you because I want to see something.
I know.
But we have so good in time.
I know.
Then
Yeah.
take your time.
Yeah,
Instead of
and some of the things that we're gonna go back to, like for example the church,
that's
and
yeah.
the line and things like that.
And bless, be my evidence. We entered the church of the Holy Sepulchre, except of the tomb of Jesus that wasn't open. The church was empty.
Yes. We are very
Yes.
lucky.
Yeah, we totally empty. Then the western wall, 7 stones from down to up, is from the time of King Herod. But remember, at 70 AD, the Romans started to destroy it, but they stopped doing it because they said we can use it as our fortress as well. Yeah, we're men department and women department. Today it's going to be very hot.
So when they do the bar mitzvah tomorrow,
It will be in the men
it will be
department.
inside.
Yeah,
And-
in the men department.
And
See, you
usually
see where the
how many-
umbrellas?
How many? Oh, the
It
umbrellas.
can be
okay.
more than 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. So,
And remember when we enter to here, from there, then outside there will be a lot of ceremonies.
that's right.
Yes.
Because they do
Procession. Yeah, their procession will be outside. They cannot enter with music. Enter.
Very pretty.
Hey, she is. I must say.
We took pictures of some of the soldiers in back. Are these
Right.
Israel?
This is Israeli. Again, some of them Muslims, some of them are not.
Very
And
young.
now we are entering to the
Some
Temple Mount.
Jordanians, right?
It's in a way the Jordanians are taking care of it.
So sorry.
Coffee,
Yes.
addicted. Then who? Then let me see. They will ask you to, I believe, to cover yourself.
Okay.
This is the waqf, the Muslim list, and let me ask them if she is okay. Is she okay, or she need to cover herself? Bless.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
excellent.
how are you?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Then,
Thank you.
yeah. Bye bye. Thank you. Then, sadly, we cannot enter
Of course.
Al-Aqsa Mosque, which is in front of you, and we cannot enter the Dome of the Rock. Only Muslims can enter. Until the year 2000, we could enter, and then they decided not to. Then how come? Holy sites in Israel, by law, belong to the people who owns it. Then if that is a mosque, it belongs to the Muslims. It's like an embassy. It's not part of Israel. As you mentioned, Blessed, the one who takes care of it are the Jordanians. But why the Jordanians? Why not the Palestinians? Because that city, at 1948, when the United Nations declared of 2 countries, Palestine and Israel, that city was supposed to be owned by United Nations, not by Israel, not by Palestine.
Okay.
But in 1948, the Jordanians occupied Palestine,
Okay.
changed the name of Palestine into the West Bank, and occupied the whole city. Then until 1967, that was part of the whole city. And then, well, after the 1967 war, when we occupied Jordan, when we gave them back everything, but they said we don't want the West Bank. The West Bank became to be part of Israel, but we wanted to take care of the Temple Mount, which is the 3rd important place for the Muslims. Then in that case, if we need to do something, we have to deal with the Jordanians, not with the
But
Palestinians.
there was a time they had a conflict where.
There's always a conflict.
I know,
here.
but the Jews came through during the what do you call that?
Ramadan?
Yeah, during the Ramadan. So the Jews came through here.
No, the Jews can be here
Okay,
most of the
okay,
time,
okay,
but in Ramadan time, it's very sensitive here.
Yeah, very sensitive.
And Muslims actually believe that the Jews are going to control
That's
or
right,
destroy it, which is nonsense.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's burned most of the
That's true.
of the Muslim world. Sadly, this is the closest place that we can actually reach Al-Aqsa Mosque. Now, let's face it, looks more like a church than a mosque. When they built it in the 7th century, the Muslims were nomad lands. They knew how to build tents. Then, as we believe, they actually the one who designed it and built it for them were the Christians here. Look how beautiful it is.
Yeah, I want to get a wide angle picture. Can you hold this, please?
Such a lovely place. Then, for the Jews, it's the only important place. For the Muslims, it's the third important place in the world. And look how beautiful it is. That beautiful place. I know.
I was
Take a picture.
wondering,
Yes.
is it better if we come back here later for the
No,
sunset? Or
no. The reason,
Oh, hours, yeah.
is that you can visit it from Sunday to Thursday, twice a day. Then this is the longest. From 7:30 until 11:30, and from 1:30 to 2:30. And guys, if you listen to it, check, because they change it every time. Then the answer is no.
No. Okay, no.
The answer is totally no. What we are looking at is the southern wall that King Herod built.
Sorry, got distracted.
No, don't. I mean, feel free to be distracted.
Where is the southern wall now?
Just a moment. I'm waiting for Bless.
Sorry.
The southern wall is there. You took a picture from the other side. Somewhere here, if you will go down, you will actually be able to go out or to go in to the temple at the time of Jesus. I don't know if you took a picture. I mean, you took a picture. I don't know if you can see the 3-block arches in your picture, and that is somewhere here. But for us as Christians, this is the border between the eastern and southern wall. And according to what we know, the devil tried Jesus after he was baptized by John 3 times. Twice at Jericho, Mount of Temptation. Once at that corner. He just told him, jump. If you believe in Jesus, he will catch you. And he said, I'm not trying, God. Then it's very important.
Over, she doesn't like the sun. So
Yeah,
I have
put
something.
put a hat. I told you it's
Not a
going to
hat,
be
it's,
sunny
yeah.
from right now, and there's not a lot of places to buy drinks.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Huh? Meron akong pang cover.
Because you can cover yourself with a hat.
I don't have a hat, but you can edit that. Sorry.
Yeah, guys, bring the hat in
I
summertime.
know.
Yeah.
That's true.
And until we will climb up to see the Dome of the Rock, let me ask you, the one who watched that video, please subscribe to my channel, be part of my family. Look how beautiful it is. Take a picture of him, and every moment, every place here, it's like a postcard. Then the plaza was built by King Herod. And the most important part, we're actually heading to it, is the site of the Jewish temple, the site of my father, or almost sacrificed me, Mount Moriah, and the place that Muhammad ascended into heaven. Now, from time to time, I'm getting lots of comments that say, oh, how dare you saying that, or how dare you say that. The idea is to respect. It doesn't matter if you're a Muslim, a Christian, a Jew. That place is holy to everyone. I think that makes that place unique. Then Jesus, as a Jew, visited 3 times. But later on, after he ascended into heaven, I will show you exactly where. From here, we're gonna stop for a viewpoint soon. The disciples were here. St. Peter was in prison, very close to here. He cured people even when he walked and the shade touched the people. They've been cured. Then in that case, but it's very important for Christians too. The difference between that place for the Christians and for the Jews is huge, because every church, it doesn't matter if it's a Catholic, Greek Orthodox, it's the house of God. For the Jews, there's only one house of God. There. It's a physical place. A synagogue, it's a house of prayer. Never been the house of God. Then now we can understand the tension. And for the Muslims, it's the third important place. Can you understand now the tension between Jews and Muslims?
Yeah.
It's not about Jerusalem. It's not about Palestine. It's about one rock, one stone, which is beneath the dome of the rock. I took you from here because it's the best spot to take picture, and because most of the tourists are using the other side. Then it's very crowded, and here it's not.
Beautiful.
Indeed. Can we make a run tour around it?
Yeah, sure.
The gold, it's real gold. And King Hussein, the Jordanian king, sold one of his palaces. And by that money, he covered it with gold. You saw the stone. You saw it at the entrance. And if we're talking about entrances, you cannot enter with food. And I even didn't check it.
Yeah.
We cannot enter with a lot of big crosses.
Yeah, that's
You had only a small one. We cannot pray here. Only Muslims can pray here. And there's so many rules. So many not, don't, and don't.
Talk about why is it gold now?
Why not? Gold is a beautiful color. If I talk about Christianity, it's the sun, Jesus. And everyone look at it and say, wow, it's beautiful.
And
now
is it the King of Jordan?
King of Jordan donated it. And in Islam, you cannot have figures. Just like the Jews. Then look at the letters. Can you see the Arabic letters? This is part of art. And color of blue, which is the sky, and green represents the green. It's a very important color of the Muslims, which don't have a lot of green color in the desert. You've been in Dubai,
Yes.
then you know what I'm talking about. It's such a beautiful place, isn't it? Then let's make a little bit
Sure,
round.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Do you want to get a picture here?
Oh yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it.
let's
The what?
Yeah, we'll get a selfie.
Oh gosh, they're getting this. No, this is the first
Come on, did you
picture that I taken with
Oh, thank you
themselves.
so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Then say, wait a minute. All right. Wait. You are not supposed to touch each other.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Don't be sorry. I am okay with that. It's the Muslims.
Yeah. You got it already?
Yeah,
Oh,
of course,
okay.
I took it.
And then that's the
Another
selfie
one.
with
All
you.
right. Then selfie. Then. Now it's a. Can I talk about the sensitive day of today?
Yeah, sure.
It's a sensitive day. A week ago, Gaza Strip sent us a message with 104 rockets from the Jihad Islamic. And yesterday, we killed 3 of their management. I mean, the higher management.
Leadership. Yeah.
Yeah, leadership. Then we know that something will happen soon. But can you see the 2 domes there? There's a big tower with a black pyramid top. To the left of it, there are 2 domes. We just came from there. This is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. We're gonna reach back to there because we're going to visit the Via Dolorosa.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
We have a long day, my friends.
I know.
They ask me they ask me how long the tour will get. I don't know. It all depends on the energy of those two, because I can keep on doing it. And the question was?
The question is, there's a picture with the art. Is it on this side or on this side? With this in the background?
Usually
On that
it's
side?
with that,
Maybe I'll go there real
but
quick.
if you
Or
ask
this
me,
one is
it
good?
can be
Okay.
with that because of the sun location. That can be better.
That can be better.
But we can take it from here and there, whatever you want.
Yeah. All right.
Then in that case, no.
Since we're already here.
Because we are going there, we are going
Yeah,
that.
maybe I'll just go
Yeah,
real
yeah,
quick.
yeah. No, don't go quick. What's the time now? Let me see if it's not quick. What's the time now, class?
It's only 10:10.
10? 10. It's good.
We're good.
Yeah. Then let me show you how beautiful it is from the angle. As you can see, there's so many tourists here. That's why I choose the other one. Beautiful place. Oh, sorry. But look behind you. Look how beautiful is the Al-Aqsa Mosque as well. From here you can see the black dome of it. It's funny because we have, so many people are doing it's not a shape of a cross, it's a shape of, I love it, they're spreading the hands. But here you cannot do that. Why I cannot do that? Because it looks like a shape of a cross in a Muslim place. And the idea is that you cannot pray here as Christian or a Jew. Then the Waqf guy stopped her from doing it. Then when you're here, when you want to say it's a beautiful place, don't use the shape of a cross.
Excuse me, I tell you, because it's here.
We entered the Temple Mount from the western wall. We saw the southern wall. We are now reaching the eastern wall, and we will go out of the Temple Mount, or Al-Aqsa, another word, Haram and esh-Sharif, from the northern wall. Are you ready to do that? Stay with me. We are now going slowly out from the eastern wall of the temple. And there's a beautiful view from there too. Then let's say goodbye.
Bye.
To the Dome of the Rock. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yes.
And if I'm talking about beautiful, when I uploaded that video and say it's beautiful, I got so many comments from evangelists who said, how dare you say it's beautiful? It's the side of the Jewish temple. Because it's the side of the Jewish temple. Then here in my videos, remember, we must respect. Let's face it, it's beautiful. Then stay here in the shade. You can see Mount of Olives in front of you. Mount of Olives is a place of resurrection. According to the Jews, the Jewish Messiah will enter to the city from here. According to Christian, Jesus already did it. And he will come back again. Can you see that tower there, the top of the tower? This is the area of the ascension. That is where Jesus ascended into heaven and he promised us to come back. You can you see the Golden Dome?
Yes.
It's a Russian church of Mary Magdalene, but beneath it, and that's where we are heading, is the Garden of Gethsemane. It's the place that Jesus was betrayed by Judas. And you can see a little bit of the eastern wall, originally built by King Herod. And the view might be even better from there, mainly because
Gethsemane is the one with the trees.
it's beneath the Mary Magdalene. It's the side with the olive trees. Yes, you're right.
Is it on this side or on this
It's just beneath and to the left.
side?
You cannot see it from here.
No problem.
That's why I said we are heading
We
there.
are heading there.
And that's why I need you to do. We need to be there.
Sure.
We are good in time.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
are good in time.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Then let's continue through
Let's
there.
continue going down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And let's say, excuse me, please. Thank you. Mhm.
If you're hungry, let us know.
I'm always hungry. That's why I'm fat. No, I ate a very good breakfast,
Yeah.
but at 6 a.m. Then let's turn left. I want us to see one of the 8 gates of Jerusalem, and this is the Golden Gate. The Golden Gate is very important for us because of so many reasons. First of all, this is the gate that, or the area that the high priest used to go out with a scapegoat. This is the area that Jesus will enter
Okay.
to the city again, and you can understand why the Muslims don't like that. Why they don't like it. And this is the place, and this is Greek Orthodox Catholic story, tradition. That's where the parents of Mary met just after Joachim heard from the angel that they will have a child. They tried it for many years, and that's where he heard about it. And the only art that you can see a couple kissing each other is Joachim and Hannah, the father and mother of Mary, and it happened right there. We're heading to that place. Today it's a women mosque. We cannot go in, but we can be as close as we can to there.
Oh, this one?
Right there. Right there.
Let's take a picture.
Yeah, of course. Then let's turn right here. Yeah, I don't know. It's a nice place to play soccer because it's open space, but it's a holy site.
Yeah, yeah.
Then I don't know if it's good or bad. You will have to choose.
This is the one you talked about?
This is the Golden Gate. Be careful, please. There's a stair that people don't pay attention to it. Usually you can see here 2 groups.
Yeah.
One of them Israeli police, the other one the Waqf. Why? Because the religious Jews won't do whatever we are doing. They will go around the wall, and usually they're praying there. And remember, you cannot
You're
pray.
not allowed, yeah.
You're not allowed to pray.
Oh, I remember that. There was somebody checking.
Yes.
Make sure they're not.
Then that's the Waqf.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
guy here, and the police will stop them
Yeah.
from doing it.
Those
This time we
police,
could
Israeli police? Or
Israeli
Turkish?
police and Waqf. Then this is the Golden Gate. So the Israeli police are there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Keeping the peace.
You're trying to keep the peace.
Already afternoon. Oh, not
Yeah, but for us it's good morning. Yeah, the sun is still on.
Oh, wow.
I really want to go in, and as you can understand, we cannot.
You can.
If you will start walking down the stairs,
Yeah.
they will stop us from doing it.
But there are some prayers here.
Yeah, it's a Muslim place. Look at the olive trees. Look how beautiful are the olive trees. You came from California, you said?
No, we're from Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Then I'm not sure that you do have olive trees. Yeah. Soon it will start to flourish, and October they will harvest it. But we are going to see the most important olive trees in the world. Garden of Gethsemane.
Family.
But before that, we do have 2 more places to visit, or at least 1 more place to visit, because they're going to close it at 12,
Oh, okay.
and I want to be there, especially because we are Catholic today.
Yeah, that's right.
Then this is the eastern wall of the temple. From Garden of Gethsemane, you will see that gate, the Golden Gate. The Jews call it the Mercy Gate. And we are heading now to the northern wall of the Jewish temple, or now we can say Haram al-Sharif.
What do you use to edit your videos?
I'm not editing.
Oh, you're not? You just continue?
Yeah. Why should I edit? It's like a tour
Yeah.
that I'm taking.
So I should worry about what I say.
Too late.
Too late.
No, you didn't.
We're almost done.
You didn't say anything bad. Yeah, you're just like me respecting the others.
Yeah, that's right.
Then it's good. Then why they're playing here? Because there are a lot of schools here, and one of the schools is the Antonia, the place that Pontius Pilate judged Jesus. This is the kind of the break between the classes. And where we will see the Antonia, and I will talk about what happened there, which is part of the Via Dolorosa. You will see that we are not entering to the Muslim school. The Christians built next to it the first and the second stations of the Via Dolorosa.
Do they still do Station of the Cross even though it's not
Of
Holy Week?
course.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Are you going to be here on Friday?
Oh, they only do it on Friday.
Friday, yeah.
We can extend until Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday, yes.
I want to photograph
Really-
that. Yeah.
Yes. So, bless want to pray, you want to take pictures.
take
I can
pictures.
understand that.
So Saturday, we're going to Aqaba.
Ah,
Yeah.
la la.
Remember I asked you about that?
Yeah, crazy. Did you take a 1-day tour, 2-day tour?
We found a guide who is really good, like you,
Oh,
who's going to
good.
help us out there
In Jordan.
in Jordan side.
Good.
Yeah. So we park
Yeah.
our car and then we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then we are leaving the Temple Mount / Haram al-Sharif through the northern wall. Boker Tov. At the ancient time, the time of Jesus, that used to be a very important pool. Beautiful pool. It's called Israel Pool. Not exist anymore. But before we say goodbye to the people who are watching that for more than 32 minutes,
Are
let
you
me.
live right now?
No, it's not live. It's not live. It's not live. It's not live because there's a lot of problems with the Wi-Fi here.
That's right, that's
To the right, it's another gate. It's the Lion's Gate, which
Lion's Gate.
reach the Garden of Gethsemane. But we are turning left. We are going to visit, if it's okay by you, but has the pools.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yes,
I like that.
good.
So how many gates do we have in
Eight,
Israel?
and Jerusalem. In Jerusalem, 8 gates. You will see. You already saw the Jaffa, Lion.
Damascus.
You saw Damascus, is it?
Yeah.
And the Golden Gate.
Dome
Dome
gate.
gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Dung Gate, of course.
Dung Gate.
Then you saw a lot. Yeah,
So 4 more gates.
yeah. Then just for the information, you can see here the Lion's Gate. Be careful, it's a road. But we are turning left. Here that has the post. Then thank you for being with me. And see you in my next video. Bye bye.